There are some solos that definitely hit in a different way. Think about Still Got the Blues or Parisian Walkways. Alright? Or for example, also the loner in a different key, but still. That's a spicy chord. Also this one. But all the others, you know, they are the same chords. And why do they move us so much? Let me show you one of the most emotional chord progression in modern music. It's quite old, but still very effective. You've heard it in this Gary Moore song, but for example, if I'm playing this one, actually, this is not the right chord. The right chord is this one. Almost the same, but the bass is different. However, then it goes with this one and then this one. So, you know, definitely you can feel that it's the same chord progression. Or listen to this one. This is Autumn Leaves, right? Again, same chord progression. This is what some jazz musicians call the cycle. I didn't came up with the name, but I think it fits quite perfectly, and let me explain why. It's basically everything in C major, but it has a little twist. If we play just the major scale, we will have this: C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and again C. And then if we harmonize the scale, it means that we will build chords on it using just the notes of the major scale. We will have these chords: C major 7, D minor 7, E minor 7, F major 7, G7, A minor 7, and B minor 7 flat 5. Okay, you can play also here. This chord is a little bit, you know, weird. Here in Italy we would used to call it the spider, il ragno. And then again, C major 7, alright? But of course, instead of playing all these chords in this sequence, we will rearrange it. We will start with the D minor 7, of course, and then the G 7, and then the C major 7, and then the F major 7, then the B minor 7 flat 5, and then here the E7. Why the E7? Well, because basically this has more tension that resolve smoothly into the A minor. This is called a secondary dominant, so this is the little twist that we will use here. Also now, we could also add a little twist, transforming the A minor 7 into an A7. It has more tension to resolve into the D minor, alright? But let's put aside that for now. The D minor 7 and the G7 going to the C major 7, that's what's called the 2-5-1, a really common progression that it's used like in pretty much any jazz standard, I would say, except for the modal ones, but you know what I mean. And then after the C major 7, we will have the F major 7 that gives us a little bit of a like soft lift, preparing us for these three chords: the D minor 7 flat 5, the E7 resolving to the A minor 7, and this is called a 2-5-1, but it's minor. So a minor 2-5-1. So basically we have 2-5-1, one major, the other one is minor, with this F that kind of, help us to breathe a little bit. Since everything here is basically in C major or A minor, most people would just play the scale. But basically, well, this is not music. If you want to play effectively through these changes, try to target the third of any chords. For example, like this. Okay, now I just spiced up the things a little bit at the end, but you definitely hear that now we are outlining the changes in a more effective way. So it's really important, to play the notes of the chord if you want to have that emotional pull that we were talking about earlier. In Gary Moore themes, leads, solos, this thing is always really present, really important. I really like to lose myself in this type of playing. So improvising is just like fast composition. And if you're not comfortable with that, you can start definitely by composing. I think it's better to focus on that because you can slow things down, right? Build your process behind this approach, and then it will gradually speed up. All right, but you have to build your foundation first. You have to think about which chords I'm playing in, where are the notes that are available. Also, in this way, you will train your ears to reach the perfect note that you want at the perfect time. So hear this. Solo that you heard, I call it the cycle ballad. It's kind of a stupid name, I know, but I think you can associate it with, with this chord progression. And that's my take on how to express this musical journey note by note. As you could probably see, I started so you can definitely still see that I was aiming for these notes, and then I try to spice things up with my pentatonic, where it's more kind of a relaxed type of situation in C major and F major, where there's not a lot of tension going on, and then going back to playing melodically on the 2-5-1 again the minor one. And if you'd like to learn this solo in depth, I created a full breakdown step by step. You would get a video tutorial, PDF and Guitar Pro files, the backing track and also the track that you can listen to. It's all on my Patreon page, so if you're into this melodic type of stuff, definitely check it out. So, thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this kind of stuff, and please let me know which type of videos or subject you're eager to learn. Maybe I will help. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and thanks a lot again. See you next time. Ciao.